Hey guys, Hello Bella here. I am here with Timo from the Built for More podcast and YouTube channel, and we are going to be talking about Amazon Influencer Program. He has quite a bit of info to share with us. Recently made over $7,000 from Creator Connections in a month, and he is going to talk to us about his strategy, his journey, and how he went from being employed to, I presume, now being your own boss, your own CEO, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, thank you for having me, Bella. I really appreciate it. Excited to have a conversation about Amazon Influencer Program and the different things that I use in my business to help me reach the level that I have reached today. So, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So give us kind of like what happened? You were working, you start doing Amazon influencer, then you start to go into like online stuff, or have you always been interested in like running your own business, a hustler?
So I've been interested in starting my own business. Like always had this dream to be an entrepreneur since I was young. But I didn't like school. I don't, I come from a single parent household. We struggled all our lives. So I didn't really
Same,
have the
same.
ends. I didn't really have the ends to or the means to even start a business, right? Because at that time, we're talking, years ago, making money online wasn't really a thing, right? It was, if you want to make more money, you have to have some kind of profession, some kind of career, right?
College.
College, and it's just I sucked at school. School was never for me.
I didn't. I always skipped school. I skipped so much school. I did
Yeah,
have good grades, but it was so boring.
yeah, it wasn't for me. I dropped out of high school for a little bit, went back, went to college, dropped out of community college because it just wasn't for me, right? But I really enjoyed business, and a couple of the classes that I really did good at was business classes, business 101, things like the entrepreneurship. But I was 21, I needed to get something going for myself, right? And I landed a job at a warehouse making like $12 an hour and wasn't satisfied, wasn't happy. So decided to go into a field, which was as a correctional officer, as a prison guard
Gotcha.
for the California Department of Corrections, right? All I needed was a high school diploma. They make pretty good money for just having a high school diploma. So I said, okay, let's do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't what I wanted to do, but I did it just because it was something that can label me as successful, right?
Right. It's a career field, I guess.
Career, right? That didn't require any kind of schooling outside of high school, just a high school diploma, right? So I was 23, started my profession as a prison guard at San Quentin's maximum security prison.
Oh, wow. That sounds kind of like a dangerous job.
It is. It's very dangerous. Not only are you putting your life on the line every day, but it does come with
I feel like the mental turmoil.
Your mental health does start to deteriorate after a certain amount of time. And that's one of the reasons why I left. But I was working California's death row at California State Prison San Quentin at the time. This was talking a little over 10 years ago. So I was doing that for a couple of years. Then I went to a maximum security prison in Southern California with close to the border with Mexico. So I was doing that I worked there for like 3-4 years. And then I went to another facility in Southern California, closer to where I live now. And a lot of things transpired over the course of those 10 years that I was in that profession.
Okay, wow. So you were a CO? Were you pretty much working with inmates on the daily?
Yeah, on the day,
Dude, I have to tell you, like, my dad has been in prison for like 20 years, so this is such a funny other perspective to get.
Yeah, we share a lot of, independent of the reason why we're there, right? We're staff, obviously inmates there serving a sentence, but we share a lot of similarities in regards to like the job and like where we have to be at for number of hours a day, every single day, right? Because in essence, we're not locked. Well, yes, we're locked in a prison.
You're captive for your shift.
Correct. During your shifts, 8 hours, sometimes 16. We're communicating with other staff members and inmates all day. We're safety, security of the institute of the prison, making sure no one, everyone stays alive. But you see a lot. You endure a lot. And like I mentioned, over time, it does change you. And I knew about it was during COVID 2020 when I think I had reached a point where I was like, I can't do this anymore. You know,
Yeah.
I reached a
Somebody's
point
got a
where
kid.
we were working a lot every day. A lot of us were, getting work like having to work 16-hour shifts, sometimes 20-hour shifts because of the uncertainty.
Golly.
Inmates are going crazy because they don't know what's going on.
No
Obviously,
visits.
no visits. They're
Yeah.
locked in the cell for pretty much all day.
Yeah,
There's a
that's
lot of uncertainty during that time, and you keep someone locked in a cell for a long time, they start turning into an animal, right? Not to say that
yeah.
animals, but
Yeah.
you start turning
Well,
to
yeah,
an
and I
animal.
didn't mean to get sidetracked, but I had to bring that up because I was like, this seems so relevant. I saw that overlap, and I'm like, it's so funny the careers that we had. Everybody who's an Amazon influencer, and then they become an influencer. Some people are like, oh, I had a master's level degree and now I'm an Amazon influencer, and it's like, oh, I quit my job doing physical therapy and now I'm an Amazon influencer.
Right.
It's just kind of crazy how life leads you to this path, and like, I'm just gonna ride the wave. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I'm trying to like build out other income streams too while I
For
do this.
sure, for sure. And we'll talk about that in a minute because I think that's very important as well.
For sure.
So,
So is your family like so happy that you're home now? Like, how does that kind of feel, the difference in like work
so
life balance?
it was during the pandemic where I reached that point, and I was looking for something. I need to figure something out. There has to be something out there I can do, right? And I came across this opportunity with selling on Amazon. This was 2020, like 2021. And I started going on YouTube, started learning how to sell on Amazon, right? Doing online arbitrage.
FBA and like
Yes,
monthly
Amazon FBA,
bill?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
And
We did that too.
started doing that. And
Yeah.
then it had reached a point where selling on Amazon had matched my income as a prison guard, as a correction officer. So I was like, okay, like I could do this. I could do this.
Mhm.
It's still scary to walk away from a job, right? It's still scary decisions. There's a lot of emotion that goes into making such a big decision because now I have a child, right? Now I have a son. Now I'm married, have a spouse.
Mhm. Yeah, people
So
depend on you.
right, so your career is, it's a safety net. It's your bread and butter, right? So to walk away from something like that to pursue something else,
Mhm.
it's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary,
It's It's gutsy. I always say the best thing that has been for my career is that I never had a job. Like, I've always done entrepreneurship since I was
Yeah,
like 16, because I've tried to get my friends into it, and they're like, well, you just don't know what it's like to depend on a paycheck that's going to be a certain amount, and you're going to get it. And I'm like,
right.
that's true. Like, I don't know what that feels like. It would be hard to walk away from it. But I'm like, you also don't know what it's like to put in more hours and get more money, because your hours don't scale your money. Like, you basically, I mean, you can get a raise, but like, your money is where it's at no matter how hard you
You're
work.
capped.
And
You're
I
limited.
like that about Amazon influencers. Like, if I grind, then I get more money.
Yes. So I had reached a point. So my wife, she gave birth to our son, and she was going through postpartum depression, right? So for me, it was I needed to be home. And being home, even if I took some time off, she just needed me there. And I didn't want, like, oh, I have to go back to work. That feeling is
Yeah.
just so I had reached a point where I was calling in sick every day. I started getting disciplinary action. I was getting written up because I was calling in sick every day.
Mm-hmm.
So my morale started, my mental
Yeah.
health started deteriorating even more. And I was just like, man, like I need this job because it provides, but I also need to be home and be a
Yeah.
husband, and my son
Yeah.
needs me.
That's a tough
So
time for any mom right after having the baby. It's
yeah, and
usually
it's
depression.
new, and it was new for her. So I woke up one day and I just said, you know what, enough is enough. Like I think this is where my career as correctional officer Zuniga, this is my last name, is this is it right here. I'm walking away
Mhm.
from this. And the thing of it is that when you seek advice from your peers or people around you that don't really understand the dream or the end goal that you have, they're quick to shut you down and just say, no, just
Mhm.
stay. Why? What about your retirement? What about your pension, right?
Yeah. Your insurance.
Your
Oh
insurance,
gosh.
medical insurance, and like, which is fine that that's how they see it. But for me, it was like, no, like I I want my freedom, and I will give all that up.
Yeah.
I'll set something else up for myself, and I had been over the last several years.
Yeah.
So talk to my wife, and she goes, whatever you do, I'm going to support you 100%. So that's
She's a real one.
go to work. Being in this profession as in profession I was in, it's a profession that does it taxes you not only physically, mentally. I had went through a lot in that career, not only
Yeah.
with staff. I'm sorry, with inmates, but with
Yeah.
like administration.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I would imagine it's
putting
difficult. My dad told me one time, because there was this young girl, probably 25, who had started working, and I had gone to see my dad on a visit, and I was like, "Y'all got a kid working in there?" And he was like, "Please promise me you will never do this job because it is so dangerous for women." And I was like, "It's dangerous for everybody, but like I mean, he was like, just promise me." And that's from the perspective of an inmate. So,
it is very it's dangerous, because not only do you have the elements inside of prison, right? Because you are outnumbered at any given moment. Your life's on the line every day.
yeah.
But like I mentioned, over the years, it does start taking a toll on your well-being. And
Yeah.
for me, it was all about my family at this point. And like I said, woke up one day, talked to my wife, and she says, "Whatever you do, I'm gonna support you 100%." Called work, and I said, "I'm not coming back." That sense of relief was unlike
Yeah.
anything I ever imagined. How good it felt to walk away from something. It was still scary, and then even a couple weeks after, it was like, "Damn, like what did I just do?
Yeah.
Did I make the right decision?" Right?
Right, like
Um,
questioning yourself and being
correct,
like, "Well, now it's all on me. I've got to make this work."
correct. So I did that November 6th, 2023, and till this day, that was the best decision as far as like career and what I do for work. It's funny because it's kind of ironic. When I first got the job, it was like, oh, this is the best thing I could have ever done. I got a good job,
Mhm.
making really good money, and the next best decision to that was leaving that career.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's like when the door opens, another, whatever the saying
yeah,
goes. But
yeah. So
um,
I did Amazon FBA full time from there.
and then
So that's what I was doing.
you kind of pivot from FBA into making videos, or how did that go
Yeah.
for
So
you?
with FBA, as you know, there is a lot of risk involved, meaning you're putting up a lot of uh you're purchasing a lot of product, right?
Mhm.
Uh, putting a lot of things on credit, loans to purchase inventory to make money, right? To sell the
Okay.
product and make money, right?
Yeah. So I assume you're doing like retail arbitrage, like going to
Yeah, I was
store.
doing both. I was
Okay.
doing both, right? And obviously I didn't have 50, 60 grand. Well, I did, but I didn't want to put that
Not to spin.
into inventory, right?
Yeah.
Um, so I was doing that, and um a buddy of mine at the time, he was doing Amazon influencer program. So I decided,
Mhm.
like, let me try it. It sounds easy, right? I don't know if I want to be on camera, but let's just try it. I won't show my face. Like January 1st, or it was like the end of the year in 2023. January 1st, I started the Amazon influencer. So I was approved. So that's when I really started
Mhm.
uploading videos to my new storefront. So I was doing FBA, and then I was doing Amazon influencer at the same time.
Gotcha. So you're kind of dabbling in
Right.
it
I was doing
at that
both.
point.
Right.
Yeah.
Because my
So
appetite for risk wasn't where it used to be before, when I was maybe single, no kids. Now I have a family, have people that depend on me. So I have to be very calculated when it comes to how much risk I'm willing to take. Amazon influencer is still risky, right? And we'll get into that. What happened the last couple
yeah.
months with the
Yeah.
carousel.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I already see where this is going.
Yeah, but yeah. So 2024, that's when I started doing Amazon influence program. Uh, on
Well,
site.
so at that point, you're starting out, like, I guess, are you making a couple hundred a month and then a couple thousand? Like, how do you see the progression, and what do you like kind of attribute that to, like the quick version? And then I'll kind of ask you some questions about.
Yeah, so the way that I was that he from seeing others at the time, the people that I learned from personally was just review everything around your house, but you want to put the big emphasis on higher ticket products, right?
Hmm.
And the first month I did like, I think it was like maybe 250, maybe $500 the first month from on-site commissions.
That's, yeah,
Yeah, that was just start. That was no career connections because it wasn't really a thing.
yeah.
It was, but it wasn't like how it is now. So yeah, I started with like stuff around my house, and I went to like my parents or my mom's,
Hmm.
and then I went like I live here like in the community, like a condo, so we have like a
Hmm.
clubhouse and all that. So I went there, started reviewing stuff around there. So that
Hmm.
was kind of like the strategy that got me started with the Amazon influence program.
Gotcha.
Like that was my method of getting more videos up, right? Going to family and friends' houses, going to like, the community here, start reviewing stuff there.
Oh yeah, you get more creative as you go. I feel like, because the products in your house kind of run out eventually.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like, okay, where can I get more product? Right. So
Dude,
that's
I was
how I
I
started.
was at the vet the other day for my dog, and I was doing the waiting room chairs while we were sitting there.
Yeah, I
I was
mean
like,
that's
one of the
that's
best
legit.
products I have is from my doctor's office. His waiting room chairs sells
Yeah.
like once a week. I told him about it because he thinks it's hilarious.
He's like,
That's
what else you want to do?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he knows I'm an entrepreneur, and he's like, I don't care if you do the whole office. I was like, are you serious? Because I'll come back and
I'll
do
come
the
back.
whole. Yeah.
And what's cool
So
is that you don't have to talk on the video. You can just do a voiceover later.
yeah, yeah,
So
I'm kind of like, like a little quiet mouse, just filming everything, that all the Christmas decorations and stuff that were up, the inflatables that were in people's yard this year, just whatever I can do. I mean, typically I'm doing my own stuff, but I'm not going to miss an opportunity if I
right, right,
see an
right. Just
opportunity.
number two. Yeah.
So let's kind of talk about, like, what does your routine look like now? I'm assuming it's part creating videos, part managing your processes. Like, talk me through kind of what. I'm sure you have different things that you do on different days, because it's kind of impossible to do everything at once. But what does it
Yeah.
look like
So I
for
mean,
you?
it has evolved, since I started. I have a full-time virtual assistant now. Might hire another one. We'll see. And was for me like my day. Obviously, I'm gonna be making content. That's first and foremost, and then second will be like product research. So now what I do is me and my VA and I trained her how to source for products, how to look for opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't do FBA really quick. I don't do FBA anymore. I left FBA August of like 2024, so completely
Gotcha.
walked away from FBA, and now I'm full time Amazon influencer. So now this is what I do every day. So just for some perspective, um, so yeah, so I film videos, obviously, right?
Yeah, name
And
of the game.
yeah, and I look for opportunities. I maybe spend like an hour, maybe 2 hours, really like looking for opportunities alongside my virtual assistant. She gives me a list every day, and then I take a look at the list that she gives me, and then from there I look for other opportunities if I can find them, and then
So that list is products that have a campaign that are active always, or sometimes no campaign.
have a campaign, have a career connection campaign, have no competition because I don't like people on the carousel.
Yeah, boo.
Um, yeah, I mean, even if there's one, it depends, right?
Yeah,
It's
if
going to
they
be on a
suck.
product basis, right? It depends on
Yeah,
velocity. It depends on, is a product a seasonal product, right? But the main thing is I prefer, there's opportunities with no campaigns either, right? There's still money to be made on
yeah,
products where my
absolutely.
best sellers, like to this day, are products that don't have campaigns, and
Hmm. There's
that's
less
my bread
people
and
in them.
right. Um, so does it have a career connection campaign? Does it have competition? And how long does the campaign have, right, till it ends? And when did
Right.
this rent? Because one of one of the things that I have, you have to be very careful of is the brand going to send samples to the product that you're looking at, right? And one of the ways that I can tell is if a product, two options, if the listing is new, I'm sorry, if the campaign is new and there's nobody on there, there's a high chance that the brand might send samples to your competition, right? So if it's a brand new campaign, there's people already probably sent, but there's a delay, right, from the moment that someone sends a message and they get the product shipped. Right? It might be like a week, maybe two, right? So you can beat them to it, purchase it, do the video, get a couple videos up, right? Different videos.
Hope to dominate early on,
right? But as I've seen the last couple of weeks, it has kind of backfired on me. I tried it, and then sure enough, I see 3-4 people coming on. So tested that out, and it's true. Not every case, but in most cases. The other thing I look at is, okay, if the campaign has been going on for like a month, 2 months, 3 months, and there's no competition, high chance that they're not sending anybody samples, right? So what I'll do is I'll see how long the campaign has left, and then if it's within over like 30 days, hopefully like 6 months to like the rest of the year.
Longer the better.
Correct. So then I'll just purchase it. But to answer your question, the day-to-day routine, I create video, film content, obviously, and product research. Those are the two main things, because my VA, my virtual assistant, handles the rest. She does uploading, the Oink features, like the cross checks, the today's fetch. Well, I do the today's fetch sometimes too.
The fetch is just fun.
It's fun. It's fun to do, but I've delegated a lot, and in this year, I plan on delegating more. To where all I have to do is wake up and make content.
I really need to take a page from that and delegate more, because I'm realizing there's a lot of these tasks that are just monotonous.
It's too much for one person.
It's very repetitive. It has to be done daily or every other day at least, and you do lose money on the days you don't do it. So
it's too much for one person to handle. So so to answer your question, that's kind of what my day-to-day looks like now. I will be incorporating, going back to TikTok Shop affiliate. I was doing that at the beginning of Q4. I'm sorry, from January last year up until like the beginning of Q4. I stopped because I don't want to like split my focus into two things. So I went Amazon influencer only. But TikTok Shop is
style of TikTok and Amazon is so different.
The style is completely different, but to me, it's fun. To me, with TikTok Shop videos, really quick, I feel like I have a little bit more freedom as to like the type of videos that I can make.
What you can say, even
I can cuss on there and talk how I like to talk.
Right.
So with Amazon review videos, like, hey, so today we're taking a look at this and this and this, and this is
it's more polished.
Correct.
Yeah. So. Well, that's pretty cool. So your VA is kind of handling that stuff for you. You're letting them kind of help you find those things. So for product acquisition, okay, so are you buying, like, talk to me about like 10, 20 products a week? Are you just seeing what deals come across your desk? Like, how much money do you reinvest in the products to kind of review, and like, what does that look like?
So I just started really going heavy into purchasing product, I want to say during Q4. Now some of us did have an issue with carousels, right? And I was kind of I was hesitant to purchase some of this product that I was finding because of the issue with the carousel that some of it has. So for some context, I don't know if you saw, a lot of us got hit with our videos were
just knocked off,
just removed overnight from the product pages. For no reason. It was like 5 days in November and like 6 days in December. Right. So during that time, I had a list, but I wasn't really purchasing until I knew what was going to happen. And even then, I waited till like this like last week, which was or the 4th, which was when we expected it to happen again. It didn't happen. So that was my cue. So okay, you know what? Let's start purchasing product. So I did buy a couple products, a few back in September. I'll just tell you what it is. It was a vinyl record player. And it cost me about, I think it was like 199, I think it was, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe 170, something like that. No competition. It was selling like 500 times a month, upper carousel, career connection campaign through the whole rest of the year. So I was like, okay, September Q4 is coming up. This looks like a good product. So I
Yeah.
repurchased it. And
Test the
one of the things that I do when I purchase products that are over 100, or in most cases, just depending on what the product is I try to mitigate the downside by selling it. So I say, okay, if I spend $200 on this product, how much can I sell it for on marketplace, offer up, right?
Yeah.
Something reasonable that I know. Obviously, I'm not going to get full price for it, but
Yeah. You might get
if I can
half
sell it,
back.
yeah, if I can sell it for like half off or even less than that, just to get rid of it and get some of that money back,
Yeah.
then you mitigate your down risk like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I spent about, let's say, $200 on it, and through Q4, that product has yielded me about $2,000.
$2,000
About $2,000
off of one product?
off of one product. So, but obviously we're coming off of the busiest time of the year, so that has something
Yeah.
to do with it.
But it sounds like you picked the right product and you picked,
Yes, but
it's
not
proof of concept.
correct. It just depends on the product and the time of the year sometimes. Like right now, obviously supplements, that's one.
New Year's
New
goals,
Year's, supplements,
fitness, yeah,
fitness,
calendars,
calendars, and then now what I'm
planners.
going to be looking at is like, you have evergreen products where they do good all year, just depending on what it is.
Yeah.
But we're going to get into the springtime now. So springtime, like camping, outdoors. People take vacations, because the kids are out of school. So
Mm-hmm.
you want to start thinking in terms of like that. And you have ChatGPT help you out too. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
springtime,
What are
what's
some
popping?
things?
What's popping in springtime? That way you get somewhere to start, like a starting point. Once you have a starting point, you can start looking at opportunities within that category, keyword, whatever it is.
So ChatGPT, do you just say like, hey, give me some ideas for this niche or this season, or like what's your prompt?
Yeah, so you could just talk to, just be like, hey, like, we have so obviously springtime's coming up. What are some products that are categories and keywords
Mm-hmm.
that I can take a closer look at for product releases
Yeah.
that do well during this time on Amazon?
That's smart. I started building out sort of like a keyword notes app on my phone of everything I can type in creator connections to find stuff that maybe people aren't necessarily typing. Like, for example, just like salicylic, like, because it's a type of salicylic acid that's in a particular product, because those things get pushed so far down, and
That's
so like
smart.
nobody's
You can
typing in
type it by
salicylic.
ingredient,
Yeah, or type, something obscure. Sometimes I'll just type in words like gallon, water, pad, anything that's like could be applied to hundreds of things, and then I'll just kind of see, has anybody messed with this yet? Like, it's just buried in the woods, and I've been finding some pretty decent stuff that doesn't have a lot of people in it. I don't know if it's just because they don't think to search it, because a lot of these people who are new just want the free shit, and they don't think like past, oh, I want this lotion or I want this whatever. And so like just finding those weird things that, like, I've been having decent luck with, like adult diapers, because my grandma got put in the nursing home, and it's not sexy, but like like those are products that people buy over and over again. So like just trying to get a strategy that is a little bit outside the box, I feel like helps a little bit when you're trying to compete with all
Yeah,
those
I mean, and to your point, I think this is very important for people to know, right? You mentioned about everyone a lot of people, well, even us, right? Because even I was into it too, the free products.
Mm-hmm.
Message to get free
I'm
products.
still into it.
It's fun, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
It don't make money that often.
but what you're gonna find is, and I was doing that for like a month. I was just messaging every day. I don't care what it was. I just want free stuff. What I found was a lot of those items, honestly, I'm not even making money on like
Mm-hmm.
the 5 to like 1,000 items that I've did. Maybe a handful I'm making money on still, but what I found is a lot of those products are not even on Amazon. So you have to be very careful for someone that's new, right? That's listening. You have to be very careful. You have to ask yourself, do I just want the free shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to say I got it
Yeah.
for the photo
Like,
op, right?
or it'll save me money. Like if I don't
Right.
want to buy garbage bags and I feel like I can make a 2-minute video that saves me $15 or $20 to buy the garbage bags, weigh it in your mind like that. Like that's how I would say it.
That or can this product make me money somehow? Can I sell it, right?
Yeah.
One of the things that I do, I don't do this as much as other people. There's other people that do. I think he had John Side Hustle Experiment.
Yeah. Well,
Shout out
because
to
we're
John,
all
that dude does
resellers.
it.
So we're
You know,
like,
yeah. So you
oh,
understand that some of these items hold value, right? Like I got
mm-hmm,
this cigar humidor. It's like a $200-300 cigar humidor. It's pretty big, right?
mm-hmm.
No upper carousel, tons of people on it. But I said, you know what? If this is pretty cool. I can get it. I could flip it. I could sell it. Make a video and sell it for like $100. You know, so you have to think of this in terms of like, if I'm in this business to make money, right? And you want to get a bunch of free stuff, well, at least have an exit plan. Have a method to monetize that product one way or the other. If it's not going to make you commissions, at least you can sell it and make your money back that way, right?
Yeah. Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. Is that usually where you try to move stuff?
I like OfferUp.
OfferUp?
Yeah, I like OfferUp.
It's
like an app to sell. It's like a marketplace.
Okay. Yeah.
But it gets a little annoying sometimes on both because you get a lot of people that flake. I know John has his own method of doing it.
I've noticed that too, but you know, and I'm in a small town, so I can just leave stuff in my carport and have the people Venmo me or, you know, whatever. And that works pretty well for the big stuff. And then the smaller stuff, I'll sell it on eBay. And then I have a consignment shop. I actually have like a pile in my other room right now. They take 50 items at a time for $5, and they'll like go through all of it and they'll say like, we're going to accept this or we're not. And then it goes in their store's inventory and they pay me 40%. But I've been bringing them like 200 products a month, and I'm like, I'm gonna make this my store. Like, I'm putting all my stuff in, and it's that their products move quickly because they discount it every week. I think it goes down by a little bit, so like they want to move it out. So I'm like, I'm trying to find these other ways to move products because I'm just getting so much stuff that like.
So another way, I'm moving away from the free stuff. I mean, just depending on what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm moving away from that because I'm trying to work less this year.
Yeah.
Work less and make more, right? That's for me, that's the name of the game. But one of the ways that I got rid of a lot of that stuff, and I'm gonna have another one here real soon, is a garage sale for the community that I live in. So here where I live is there's about like, I think it's like 500 units. So we all have like a group on Facebook. It's a Facebook group for the community. So what I did last time was I said, hey, this is what I do. I have like a bunch of stuff. Don't ask me what I have. I just know I have a lot of stuff. Everything's gonna be $5, no matter what it is. I had vacuums. Yeah. I had like, no matter what, it's $5.
That's a good idea.
And it's my neighbors, because I don't want random people in my
in your community
that don't live in the garage. They came and I think we made like how much was it? I think we made like $800 in like 2 hours.
In a day?
2 hours. No, like 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah, because they came. It wasn't a lot of people.
Yeah.
But those that came, like they took a lot of stuff.
They bought.
Everything was $5. I had steamers. Yeah. I had everything that's on Creator Connections, right?
That's a good idea.
So I have a lot of my neighbors like, hey, when you gonna have another? When you gonna have another? So I think now I have like a lot more.
Now you're that guy.
Yeah. So we'll do it again. Since they do it for the community, but
yeah,
it helps me get rid of stuff.
Yeah, and you talk to your neighbors, meet people,
and they come and they get stuff for cheap. So it's a win-win for everybody. So that's one of the ways that I do it. I don't do it all the time, but yeah, I mean, just depending where you live, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that when you make videos, do you drop them all in a drive for your editor? How does that work? How do you kind of go through that process?
I do them in one take. Okay. Try to at least. When I say one take, I mean like after 10 tries, the one is good and I don't have to edit it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't do much editing unless it's a product that requires some kind of like if I did a brand collab.
Yeah. Right.
I'll do I'll take a little bit more time on it.
Yeah.
And I'll do the editing. So I don't really have an editor per se.
So I tried the no edit method yesterday because I've been editing and I'm wasting my time, to be quite
Yeah, like
honest.
if it's like a supplement, I don't edit, right? But if
Yeah.
it's depending on what it is, right? If it's a vacuum, if it's something that requires some kind of like a little bit more
Finesse, like,
polish, yeah.
yeah.
Then yeah, I'll go ahead and do a little bit of editing, not too much, maybe some overlays.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I maybe cut out
Some
the
B-roll.
uhs, do some B-roll, but still nothing crazy, right? Just something that's
Okay.
good, that's better. If they paid me, or just depending on the product. Like I have a
Yeah.
cigar humidor that I have to do, right?
It's a little bit more complicated. It requires a little
Correct.
bit
So
more
I'll take a little bit more
cuts.
time with that. But I try to do everything in one take,
Okay. So
because I'm
that
trying
saves
to
you
do
time from
save a lot of
editing.
time. And given the results that I've had over the last year, I think I don't want to say it doesn't matter because I think quality still matters even more
Yeah.
now, which is why I'm trying to be a little bit more uh, have a little bit better quality videos.
Mm-hmm.
But I have been doing well since that, since just doing
Well,
like one take, like
I did it yesterday. I did it for the first time. I was really like, it made me uncomfortable because I've done YouTube for 10 years and I'm used to making hundreds of edits, like cut, 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 cut. So when I'm rewatching the video, I'm like, I mess up, I mess up, I mess up. But like yesterday I did it and I filmed and uploaded 35 videos in one day. And I was like, I've been doing this all wrong. Like I have been playing the game wrong. Like I thought it was about the video. It was not about the videos. It's about like scaling, and of course you want to put out good videos, but like I felt like I got a rhythm going at one point, and all the products were in a similar category, like they were in the food category, and I was in my kitchen, so I was just like busting them out. And then like I got done for the day and I was like, okay, well, I'm actually done. Like usually I would have to go the next day and edit, and like that would be a whole thing, and then upload. So like that was like, okay, I think I might have been maybe the results for editing, like you said, they're kind of minimal gains, I feel.
for Amazon. Yes, I think. I don't think you have to go like. There's people that go all out with that's their style.
Yeah.
Because they'll film once and then their YouTube, their primary platform for content is YouTube. So they make sure that video quality is like top, and then they take that same video and they put it on Amazon.
So they're repurposing
different takes on, or different ways that people do this. But I think for an Amazon video, I think it doesn't require like.
Yeah. I've been seeing the ones in the carousel being shorter and shorter lately.
I try to figure out what's going on with these carousels sometimes. I look at like who's on there and like, but
sometimes they're vertical a lot.
Sometimes it's like the little AI videos.
Oh yeah.
It's I don't know. Some people say it's the length of the videos, or like if you do a comparison, you might
sometimes I think it's just luck, honestly.
Yeah, I honestly, like, up until recently, I didn't really pay attention to carousels. I think it was up until like Rob came out with the extension. And I was doing fine with it without it, right? Without paying attention to carousels. But now I am, right now. I am. So I mean, as long as your video answers the questions, I think that's that people will have. Right. I think that's a more important way to create your videos. Right. You
answering something that the customer needs to know, or like I like to do like a problem solution format sometimes, where I'm like, do you suffer from this? Well, then this can help you. Or like, just kind of like a problem solution before and after. This is why my life is better because I have this product. I mean, you're not saying that explicitly, but you're like, you need it.
Right. Yeah. Especially for like
selling.
Especially for stuff that you haven't really like used, right? And we're all
supplements.
I don't care who you are, right? We all have review stuff that we never use, right? But like a supplement, it's like, okay, what the heck does I got one right here. What does milk thistle do? I don't know, right? But it's opportunity for me to come on there. So what I'll do is I'll go on the listing, and then right before the product image, it has like Rufus, the AI.
Oh yeah, I've done that too.
Have like preset questions that you can just click and it'll answer. So I'll take some of those and I'll just I'll talk about those in my video, right?
Okay. That's a good tip for people who are new, who might struggle.
Yeah, because it's AI, so it takes all the questions that people have and it puts it on, right below the product image for you. So you just click it, it'll open up a sidebar and it'll answer the question for you.
And then, like, I know some people, I like to scroll down and read a couple reviews sometimes if it's something I really don't understand, and then be like, kind of I'm not saying I say what they say, but like I'll be like, this is the problem, this is how it helped, like.
Right, you can incorporate some of that into your.
Yeah. Sure. And I think people understand the nuance. You're not just going to go down there and say what they said. Like, you're just trying to get an idea.
Right, right. Sure.
And just kind of, just sometimes you just have to get through those types of videos. I have 6 different supplements that one brand sent me because they were like, I was like, ask for one. And they're like, do you want them all? And I was like, I looked at their campaign, their sales, and it was fine. And I was like, yeah, just go ahead and send them all. Like, but I dread those videos though. And I got to the point where I'm not requesting stuff that I dread to make the video on. I have learned a little bit as far as like, okay, this is going to take up a lot of time. Like, I have a garden hose that I'm probably going to do a decent review on because the commissions were like $12 a sale. And I was like, that's worth putting in a little effort.
Yeah, for sure. And then like stuff, like if I buy something, like I bought a item that requires a little bit more like a little better, like a better video. So because I purchased it to review it, I'll take the time to make a more thorough.
Yeah, if it's my money.
Instead of 45 seconds, like I'll do like a 2-minute video, really like talk about the features and like the different things that it has. But it's in a product to product basis, right? Another thing that I like to do is we get messages from brands all the time, right? On requesting like, hey, can you do this video for $10? Hey, can you do this product, like your content, like on our social media, right?
Yeah.
They'll message, hey, can you make this Amazon video? And I said, okay, how much are you guys paying? Oh, we'll do it for on a commission base, right? So we have a campaign. I'm like, no. However, I started doing something recently, right? If they come to me and they say, hey, can you do a video for this product? And I tried this already twice. And I look at the product, it has a campaign that's long, it has good sales velocity, and they have multiple ASINs. I'll tell them this. Okay, I won't even charge you. I'll do it for free.
First one's free?
I'll do it for free, but under this condition. Under one condition, you do not send anyone else samples. And
okay.
Exclusive collaboration with you. Don't send anyone else samples. And I want every one of your ASINs. The moment I see someone else come on and they say, hey, I got this product for free I'm taking those videos out.
Bruh, I can tell you worked in a prison.
And I was, I don't say like that, right? But I was like, I negotiate because,
that's great.
That's one of the things that because in prison, one of the things that you were taught to do is communication. A lot of times,
what do you want? Yeah, and what will you give me?
Someone's like, because it's at the end of the day, like as a guard or as a correction officer, like you have to kind of set your foot down and this is my rule, this is my house.
Firm boundaries.
There's always going to be that respect mutual respect. So, anyways, so that's one of the things that I started doing.
Okay, so you're asking for exclusivity.
I wish there was a way to be able to do that on Amazon because I know on TikTok you can. Like
you can?
A brand can have exclusive, exclusive.
I didn't know that about TikTok Shop.
Yeah, and like no one else can come in and
that makes sense though, because you got some high level creators who are like,
it's like, wait, you'll be the only one on there.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can't really do it on Amazon, but you can talk to the brand and say, hey, if you want to send me it, I'll do it for free. But
my similar strategy, like with the negotiating, was going to be that I make a video and they like it. If they ask me for another video, that's when I'm like, I appreciate that you like the content, like due to the high volume of products I review, like I will be like charging for any future content. But at that point, they've gotten a sample and hopefully they've seen conversions, that they're like, okay, this is proof that this girl sells what she reviews. why do we not throw her $50 to do a good video? It's either that or your brand is going to waste probably $50 in and out samples to people who either won't make the video or make a shit video or like, you know what I mean? Like they have risks just like we do. So it's kind of like appealing to what they want, because we want to get the product and make the video. They want to get as many videos as possible for as little money as possible.
Correct. So in this type of business, or in this, thing, in this program that we're doing, right? It's very important to guard your time, right? It's very easy to spend a lot of time making content and you're not ever going to see a penny from that product. So it's very important. Now what I do is, if I get this product, if they're coming to me and they're asking for a collaboration, can this product make me money, right? Now, really quick, that product that I told them that they sent me and that no one wants, that was my bestseller for 2025.
Really?
Creator connections and on-site bestseller.
Right.
So you have to look at some opportunities, and you really have to put your business thinking hat on, right? Rather than just say, I'll do it for $50 or $100, right?
Yeah.
Well, I probably would have made less if other people would have came on and saturated that carousel. But because I saw it, and I've learned this from Rob, like you only make money from products that are selling and have a spot for you in the carousel.
Yeah.
So even better if you're the only one on that carousel, right?
Dude, it sounds simple, but like I think every beginner makes that mistake of like reviewing products that aren't selling, or reviewing products that just don't have a spot or what have you. And like you only do so much work for free before you're like, this ain't adding up. This is not, it is your time.
I'm doing all this work. Where's the money, right? So you have to guard your time, because you can go for a long time making content for products that are not going to yield you any return for your time. So we all have obligations. Some of us has kids, married, right? We have things we have to do. So it's very important that you work and you're compensated for your work, whether via commissions or a brand is going to compensate you to do the video. So
okay, so talk to me about your video count, and you don't have to share like your exact video count or anything like that. I know some people are more protective of their storefronts, but like, do you have a goal that you shoot for every month, or is it more about quality now? Like, what do you kind of consider?
In the beginning, when I first started, it was all about quantity. I didn't care. For me, it was like, I need thousands of videos on my store. I'm gonna get to that.
Yeah.
Or do whatever it takes, right? So I have over 5,000 videos on my storefront, but it's been a lot of work, but just for me. But not every video is making me money, right? I spent a lot of time and wasted a lot of time. Well, I'll take that back. I did get my reps in, and obviously each video has made me better content creator. Right?
Yes, you do. But there is some value.
Right. So there was some value there, but I spent a lot of time. I spent a lot of energy creating videos for products that have not yielded me any money or views for that. Out of my entire video library. Just this morning, I was looking at my unavailable videos. And there was a lot of videos on there that never made me any kind of commission. So a lot of stuff that didn't get.
Yeah, the product's gone now.
Products that are like no longer existing, right? So spent a lot of time on stuff that really didn't make me any money, right? So for me now, the name of the game is get compensated to make content for the brands who want me to make a video for them, or I purchase the product because I think it's going to make me money because I did the research, right?
So either way, you want to find a way to either get paid up front, be able to resell the product, or to make those commissions. And maybe in a perfect world, a little bit of both from.
In the perfect world, a little bit of both. So I was uploading a lot every single month, obviously in 2025. Now I'm not so concerned about how many videos I have up, but how many videos that can in a position to make me some kind of money, right? Which is going to be less than what I was doing before. Because before I would try to upload I think the most I did in a month was like 500.
Dang.
or 500 videos.
Yeah.
But like I said, a lot of those videos are not even doing anything for me right now.
Yeah.
They
Well,
never
and then
have. So.
some of them after the campaign, they kind of fall off, you know, the money
Yeah.
falls off because you're only making a quarter versus you were making like $4 and you know,
Correct.
it's like,
Correct.
So talk to me about Creator Connections. I saw on your channel, I'll put the links to your channel in the description, but I saw on your channel where you were kind of talking about your last couple months for Q4 in your 2025 update, where you said you made like $7 grand just from Creator Connections. And for people who don't understand what that means, there's on-site, which is its own thing, and then Creator Connections income is in addition to your on-site income. So was that just straight up from working with so many campaigns?
A lot of that was working. So in 2025, I did 134,000 in commissions. It was like 70.
Say it again. Say it again. I want to hear it again.
134,000.
134,000
in commissions with on-site and Creator Connections.
Woo! Okay.
Now, there's people making more than this. People making double what I make. So I just want to put that out there. There's still opportunity to make.
But you made that. Like, that's impressive. Like, that's
I used to put my life on the line every single day, spend time away from my family.
I got chills. I got chills.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
For a lot less than that.
Damn.
And the freedom that this has given me, it's ironic because like I'm free now, you know, and this is the kind of freedom that I always dreamed of. I wake up, do what I want whenever I want. Like, old professor in college, the one business professor that I really appreciated, he said, my dream for you guys is to have your life by the balls.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I have my life by the balls. I do what I want whenever I want. There's things you can't control, yes, but for the most part, I do what I want.
Yeah.
And I think for now obviously like 15 years later, I can say that I have my life by the balls to a certain extent, right? Because Amazon still kind of has to a certain extent.
But the freedom to talk on YouTube in the middle of the day where everybody else is like waiting to get off work.
Working. So after this, I'll probably go to the gym. Then I go pick up my son from school. So it's this level of freedom is, I really hope that this is one of the reasons that I started the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Is I want people to know that there is something for you out there, right? Whether maybe it's not Amazon, right? Maybe it's not creating videos on Amazon. Maybe you want to do TikTok shop, right? Mm-hmm. We just did a interview, I think it was on a couple days ago or yesterday. No, yeah, a couple days ago with a TikTok shop affiliate who's doing 117,000 a month in commission.
A month.
So, you know, there's something out there for everybody, and that's my goal with the YouTube channel is to bring on people in different, you know, in this make money online arena.
Right.
So, you know, so maybe there is something for that you may like.
Right. Some way you can transfer your skills to make money online.
That's one of the things that when I was searching for a lifeline, right, and when I was still in my profession as a correction officer, that was one of the things that I wish I had, was someone that, I mean, I came across Amazon FBA, but it was through like doing research and YouTube and different Facebook and looking at different forums.
It's a lot of information.
It wasn't like, you know, here's a YouTube channel, here's different people doing different things that are legit, right? And that's kind of my goal with the channel really quick, is to help someone who really wants that type of freedom. Right?
Yeah, people are hungry for that. People really are. I mean, that's me. I cannot be told what to do. I'm just like a little, like, I've always been really independent. I've always been like kind of like I want to do my own thing. I want to run my business the way I want to run it. You know, like if I want to I went to travel like 2 months out of the year in 2025. You can't do that when you work a job. They would fire you.
Yeah. Or you have to ask for permission and they say no. Happens all the time. But like the freedom, just something simple as picking up my kid from school.
Yes.
I think every day. I think that's
daycare, you know, not having to like drop your kid off and stuff.
Yeah, you know, I probably still would, because, you know,
people need a break. Parents need a break. But just like
I work from home.
You don't have to.
Right, but you don't have to. So to answer your question, I did a lot of Airbnbs, right? I know we haven't talked about that, but I did in 2024. I I did do a lot of reviews at Airbnbs. I would book the place, do the
Mhm.
reviews. So over the years, now that over the last couple of years, the since or 2025, since Creator Connections has grown so much, a lot of the high ticket products that I did are starting to show up on campaigns, right? So those videos that I did in 2024, in conjunction with some stuff that I did for free, in conjunction with some of the obviously stuff that I'm buying now,
Okay.
um, that has led to the success that I have with Creator Connections, right? So mainly is the number of campaigns that have been showing up.
The
Obviously,
compounding.
I have a lot of videos that I've did at
Yeah.
Airbnb. Um, so that has resulted in obviously higher commissions.
Yeah.
Right? But as long
Well,
as Creator Connection keeps growing, I think we
yeah.
should all be good. Yeah.
And where it's at now is so it went from being like 100,000 to like
Right.
500,000.
So as naturally as you do more videos, right, or videos that you've done in the past,
Yes.
um, at some point there may be a campaign for it, right? So you're gonna
Right.
be on the winning end of it, for
And then
sure.
you've
So
already
that's
done that work. So
right. You already done the work, so just continue to upload videos. Right?
okay,
Continue to
so let's get into the Airbnb thing a little bit. We don't have to talk about it a lot, but so basically, for people who don't understand, you are booking an Airbnb for a night and then going there and then reviewing literally everything. Like, how does that work for you, and how do you
Yeah, so
decide?
when I first started doing Amazon influencer, right, that was one of the methods that I can get a consistent flow of products, right? Me going to the products and then reviewing the stuff in there, right?
Hmm.
So in 2024, invested about, I think it was like $12,000 all of 2024 at Airbnbs, right? And
Okay.
my approach to that was I would message the host, and I would ask him for permission. Say, hey, I'm a
Okay.
content creator, Amazon influencer. I review stuff, whatever. Is it okay if I go in and do reviews at your unit? And they want their place booked, right?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's
Some.
fine, but you should have
Yeah.
to book it for the day. I said, okay. So I would negotiate what's called a special offer, and 9 times out of 10 they would be willing. They'll waive like the cleaning fee
Cleaning fee. Yeah,
as
because you're
long as I
not
leave the
spending the night.
place like clean. Um, there was a couple times where I came across a host that does have multiple units, like very nice ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I would, they gave me their number, and
Mm-hmm.
then I did all their homes. They're like, yeah,
Wow.
you do your thing, do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
So they didn't even charge me. They were like,
They didn't charge you to do
no,
it?
they were just like, just go ahead and do what you gotta do.
That's awesome. I
Yeah, so
swear, if you tell people what you do, I really find that people do want to help you.
yeah, it's not like now some people, what I found, do frown on the Airbnb method, right? Or Airbnb way of doing stuff, because like you don't have any kind of experience with the products. You never really use them,
Don't
right?
worry about it.
My response to that is the Amazon customer a lot of times just wants to see what the product looks like, right?
And staged in a real
And staged
environment.
in a room, right? For me, there is no way that I could have gotten all the sinks, all the faucets, all the
Yes.
sofas,
Coffee
futons,
table.
coffee.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no way I could have gotten that many free products, built it, reviewed inside my home. There's absolutely no way.
Yeah.
This method really cuts all that out.
Mm-hmm.
You go into the unit, you do the reviews, right?
Mm-hmm.
Legit reviews. A, you're getting permission. Two, they're inside the home, they're not in the store. So that was my method in 2024. 2025, I slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
In 2026, I'm going to be slowing down even more because I want to work less. I want to work
Mm-hmm.
less.
You seem really motivated towards your goal of like delegating and like kind of stepping back. And I admire that a lot, because I'm like, I'm grinding, but like, what is it all for if I can't
And
ever
and
rest?
I think here's the thing, right? I think tomorrow we can wake up and it could all be gone. And I really think if you really sit and think about that, right? Amazon can literally tomorrow send you an email saying, knock on wood, right? Hopefully this never
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Send you an
Oh my
email
gosh.
saying your storefront is gone.
I'm knocking on my.
Your storefront is gone, right? And I kind of got a little taste of this. And
Yeah.
I kind of needed that fire lit under my ass, and I kind of needed to feel that, even though it didn't feel good.
Yeah.
Is to wake up and it's all gone. Now I had my storefront, my placement was all gone alongside with other influencers, right? And it did not feel good.
Yeah, because you aren't making money for those 5 or 6 days.
You were making money, and the uncertainty of not knowing if it was going to come back, that was the worst.
Yeah.
So for me is I need to spend time building other streams of income.
Okay.
One income at a time. Right?
Yeah, this is kind of something that I was going to ask you about, like your content. Obviously, when we make a video, that's a piece of content that could be reused, you know, in different areas. Like you do YouTube and you do offsite. Like what all do you kind of leverage? I know there's so many things that we could talk about, and I do want to give the viewer like the best value for watching us, but like YouTube seems like its own game where you could potentially be getting so many opportunities just from YouTube.
One of the things I started doing is there's a couple of people that we had on our channel that we interviewed, right? And one of the takeaways from that is they focus on YouTube quality. Obviously, you have a YouTube channel also, right? That has pretty big following, and you get a lot of engagement. But one of the things that I started doing is I started creating YouTube specific videos for my channel. And since then, the amount of brands that reach out to me has increased.
Okay.
Compared to before. So for example,
they found you on YouTube.
For example, I had brands reach out to me. They'll send me a product that I enjoy, that I talk about. I did a video on. They say, well, you know, send this product, we'll pay you, and then you can sign up for our affiliate program on our website. So like brand direct affiliate.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
They found me on YouTube, right? This is not Amazon, this is YouTube. And then another thing I started doing is stuff that I do already, right? For example, like I just changed the air filter and the cabin filter on my car, right? So
like a tutorial?
Like a tutorial. So okay. I went to the dealership. I got my car service, and like, hey, you want to get the air filter and the cabin filter? It's going to be like $100 and some. I said, what?
Miss me with that?
Yeah, I said, no, that's easy, 2 minutes, quick. And I grew up working on cars, so I have a understanding of how to work on cars. So I was like, you know what? I bought on Amazon the products, the 2 filters, and quick. Well, it wasn't quick because I did a little bit of editing, but 5-minute video tutorial. Started with a nice little hook, you know, or for some engagement.
Yeah.
The dealership was trying to do this to me, whatever.
Yeah.
But it was a tutorial.
That's smart though.
The video is a tutorial. It's how to change, you know, the air filter on a
specific model,
specific make and model from this year to this year. And the video is doing good, right? So then that's the thing that I've learned recently, is to make YouTube specific videos.
Well, that's really smart too, because like the person is not going to ever go to Amazon first to look for the tutorial. You don't think about
we all Amazon. Go to YouTube. I go to YouTube.
I go to YouTube for everything, and I literally like there's a lot of things that I could probably niche down in. Like I have an F-150, which is like there's plenty of sellers who make products specifically for F-150. So like if you say I have an F-150, you're already outside of the competition of all the people messaging that don't even have a truck.
That makes content for can make content for that product.
Yeah. Or a bicycle, or somebody. I do gardening, and I have a fenced-in backyard with like my garden set up, and they'll be like, "Do you even garden?" And I'll be like, "Do I ever?" Like I can send them a picture or a video even of my garden, and it's just like you got to find a way to pitch a brand that shows them like that you know how to display the product. It's not,
and it's right, and it's easier when it's stuff that you enjoy doing already. Right, like with Amazon, there's a lot of stuff products that I already don't use, or like
milk thistle. You're not crazy about that,
like milk thistle. Like, what am I gonna do with? I'm not gonna drink that stuff, but I'm gonna make a video for it, right? But if I can make videos around stuff that I enjoy doing, right? You talked about gardening. There's people that love to garden. They do that homesteading.
Yes, it's fun. I do it without getting paid for it. Like it's my hobby.
It doesn't cost you much just to make some, tutorials, or like hey, this is what I do to do this, and it helps me, right? For me,
Mhm.
it didn't cost me much to make a quick. I was gonna do it anyways. Let me just put the camera
Yeah,
and just make a quick little tutorial
right.
video.
Oh man.
And it's
This thing, I know, I have a lot of ring lights and stuff like that, but this thing is my most used tool because I can just grab it and run wherever I'm at and
and then
like stick
it's
my
just
phone in
you
it.
get you right here, yeah. It puts a
Yeah,
camera right here, right in front of you. Yeah.
right. Because I'm like,
So
well, I'm about to change this air filter, literally. Like or I'm about to do this. Let me get my phone real quick. And that you can do an extra 50 videos a month just incorporating it into your life.
correct. So for example, like I know it. I used to play an musical instrument when I was younger. I'm probably gonna bring it out the closet from my mom's house, dust it off. It's an accordion. I know it
Uh-huh.
doesn't. I don't look like the type, right? But
Okay. Okay.
I was
Learn something new about you.
so I might bring it out and start
Bring
doing
it out.
tutorials.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, but
Oh, I bet they
it's
have all kind of like accordion attachments and like cleaning
accordions,
tools.
accordion attachments, other musical instruments that I can learn how to play. My wife and I, we
Yeah.
enjoy dancing salsa, salsa tutorials.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Um, like stuff that you enjoy to do and
Mhm.
create content around that for YouTube specific and
Yeah.
products around that, right?
Yeah.
Now with
Something that
TikTok,
something that
oh
lights you up a little bit.
yeah, something that so it doesn't really feel like, oh, I gotta make this video, right? Like right now I
Yeah.
have a bunch of stuff. I'm like, man, why did I request that? Or why
You
did I
don't
do
have to tell me.
right? I'm
Uh,
just like, I
the
gotta go do something
pile
else.
is the pile is high in the
Yeah.
office.
So once you start making this type of videos, it's a little bit more, it doesn't feel like work. It's a little bit more fun. Now I am trying to delegate a lot more this year.
Mhm.
Um, to where all I have to do is just create content. At some point I'll probably get an editor and just edit my videos. And all I literally now have to do is just record. That's it. And
Okay. Do
upload.
you upload everything from your phone?
I have my VA does my uploads now.
Okay.
But when
Gotcha.
I do upload, I do it from my desktop
Gotcha.
because I have my little setup in here now. So I just record, upload it to YouTube, to Amazon or
Okay.
YouTube.
Yeah, you should do a
'Cause
video of your process for your channel. I would be interested to see that.
yeah, I probably will. But my VA does. So I record the videos on a normal day. I record the videos. I upload them to Dropbox.
Okay.
Dropbox is it's like a
Yeah, like
tool,
a
like app,
cloud.
cloud. Yeah. It's like $100 a year, something like that.
Mhm.
I upload them to Dropbox. Then my VA takes those videos with the thumbnail and then she edits the thumbnail, puts like the must watch or whatever we use with the
Yeah.
link, and then she takes that and she uploads it to Amazon, puts the parent ASIN on it, tags it, and then she'll take the same videos, specific ones, because I don't do all my Amazon videos,
You to
just the ones
YouTube?
that then to YouTube, and then she does a
Okay.
whole SEO optimization with vidIQ.
So you're telling me you're not doing any of that?
No, very rarely.
Oh my god, I need to get a
Like I
VA.
bought I bought like I bought a bunch of supplements, a bunch of stuff that I have to do videos for. Because I
Yeah.
want those videos up like ASAP, the moment I record them, I'll upload them. Because to me, time is money, right?
Yeah.
So my VA doesn't start working until the evening, my time. So she won't start until like
Is it
5 p.m.
Philippines?
Yeah, she won't start till like 5 p.m. Pacific time, my time. So,
Yeah.
I have all these hours where I can just upload it. So that's why I upload it.
Yeah. Well, that kind of works out. If you film during the day and she uploads them at night, then by
Right.
the next day they're ready.
Right. So she also does Canada, UK,
Dude, I gotta
Spain.
I gotta
Does that
build my
Spain.
storefronts. I got 2 other storefronts, but it's time consuming.
Another thing that goes back to what I'm saying about delegating tasks, right? If you
Dude.
train someone how to do it and they're proficient at doing it, you can
Yeah.
just hand off the task to them and they can do it for you.
I'm not
Canada
good
has
at
been
you need to train me in how to delegate.
we'll have we're gonna have a guest on that. We're gonna talk about VA virtual assistants and the whole hiring
Oh,
process.
on your
Uh,
channel?
yeah, we'll have a guest on
Oh,
there.
I'm gonna be on that.
Yeah, and then we'll talk about that VAs and stuff, how important they are to
Yeah,
what we
I
do.
need I need to do that. I've had them before for FBA, but like I haven't had them in years, so I don't know. I would need to. I need to get clear on what I want because I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. I feel like that's my problem. Is the focus is all over the place.
All
So
over the place, right?
yeah,
So,
you kind of have to build out your systems and processes before you can ask someone to replicate it.
right, right. So as long as you train them good to exactly what you want,
Hmm.
it's the best. It's probably the best thing that I have ever done is get a virtual assistant to help me because it helps you and it helps them because
Yeah,
they're making
no,
income.
the money they're making. Yeah,
Yeah, it goes a long ways over there for
do
sure.
you have to give like certain kind of access to the accounts or like what do
She
you?
she has my full access.
Oh, okay,
I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's risky. It is. It's risky, but
yeah,
um, that's why it's important to vet these virtual assistants from. Look, I've never had an issue with VAs from the Philippines. They're honest
yeah,
people and they
yeah.
want
They're
to work,
working
right?
people.
If they can work from home in the conditions that they're usually out in the Philippines, right, where it's like
Yeah,
humid, um,
manual
like
labor.
yeah, they have to travel a long way just to
Hmm.
get to work and make like $200 a month. They appreciate if they're able to work from home and
Yeah,
just
they're
be
not
able
going to
to.
ruin
They're not gonna
that
miss the opportunity,
consistent.
though, right?
Yeah,
And then
that
you gotta
income.
take care of them too, right? Like my VA, I just gave her a what is it? They call it a 13-month pay in the Philippines. So in December, it's custom to give the employer or
Extra month.
whoever's give them an extra month's pay.
Hmm.
Um,
I
did
didn't know
that,
that.
give her some raises. Um,
Yeah,
she wants some days off.
bonuses.
She could take whatever days off she wants. I really don't care. I don't
Yeah,
micromanage either because I don't like being micromanaged.
no, I
If
hate that
she's done
kind of.
like in 2 hours, 3 hours, take the rest of the day off. I don't care. So
Yeah,
I'm very lenient with her, and I've had her for 3 years now since I was doing FBA.
really.
So
So
it's
you have a pretty good working relationship with this.
yeah, they appreciate the work. They
Yeah,
appreciate it.
and you
So
probably have a shorthand. Like they know what you're talking about.
yeah, yeah, for sure. So
That's pretty cool.
it's good.
I can't wait for that video.
Yeah,
Um,
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
let's be haters for a minute. Let's talk about what you think other people kind of do wrong or some common mistakes you think people make. Maybe even just like stuff you see that you're like, this person's wasting their time. I don't know. Like obviously I'm not talking about like AI bots. Like that's beyond my control. I try not to worry about that kind of stuff. But are there things you see people doing wrong that you feel like you notice more? I don't know what
Free
kind of.
sample how. I seen these. I did it for a while, so I know what the outcome can be. Right,
Mm-hmm.
you're not looking at specific criteria, and you're just requesting products just to request them.
You're just
Just
spamming.
spamming. Some people use viral view. They
Just spamming.
they pay the whatever however much they charge to send 100 messages a day. It's to send 100 messages a day. You would have to be requesting stuff that you don't care about. It's not going to make you any money,
It's not
and you really
vetted.
can't sell. You're just going to waste your time on it, right?
Yeah. You'll get
So
products.
I don't doing wrong. I would say wasting your time requesting stuff that doesn't matter.
Okay. So
You're just requesting it just to request,
mismanaging.
right? Just requesting just to request it. And I think Rob talked about this. He talks about this a lot, and I'm surprised that people doesn't like.
They don't
It,
retain it.
it did take me a couple times to kind of for it to click in my
Yeah.
head, right? But like he said, I think he made a video about it yesterday, and he really did like I want to say revolutionize the way that we look at it. For those
The
who
dude is
actually
very he's very smart. You can tell.
very smart,
Yeah.
very smart,
And
and
if people don't know who we're talking about, this seems kind of out of context, but it's Oink for Influencers YouTube channel and the guy who made the Chrome extension.
correct,
So, but
correct.
yeah, he makes videos too about processes and like, yeah, he said that's started to sink in for me too when he's like, you cannot make money. Like if you get 50% commission off of a product that has zero sales, that's still $0. Like I was like, oh, that,
But you have a
yeah,
free product and it feels good, right?
yeah.
But to me, if you don't have an exit plan for that product, right? If it's just gonna end up on your shelf, on the trash, like there has to be a reason why you got it. If it's something that you wanted, that's
Yeah,
besides the point, right?
right.
But if you're getting the product just because you like getting boxes every day, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening because
Mhm.
2 months from now, 3 months from now, that product is not going to be existing on Amazon.
No.
Because that's where you get a lot from career connections and stuff that is new. It's not selling. It might sell a little bit and then it just disappears, right?
Right. Or,
So
yeah, it's just
I
like
think,
it's a limited time opportunity, and then it's going to fall off pretty quickly. So like, I feel like I look at my storefront now as kind of like my little catalog of stuff that could potentially make me money. Like it's its own organism, and
right,
hopefully at any given time, some of it is making money on the campaigns. Some of it is, consistent sellers, like some hair products that I sell pretty much every day. I can guarantee that's like $3, which is like, you think $3 a day, that's not much, but then you're like, that's $1,000 a year. Like
right,
that's worth putting some effort
right.
into.
So what are people doing wrong? I mean, that and like doing like $10 for collaborations, $20 for collaborations, right?
They're watering down the business for us.
Right. I try to charge brands like $100, $200 now.
Yeah, no, I'm
They
not
say
touching
no,
it
I don't
for
care. I don't want your product anyways.
less than 50 even, because you got to go
Correct.
back and forth with them.
Correct. So if it's like this morning I had one that wanted me to do a sofa. And in my head I was like, oh, my mom would like a sofa.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll do it if you give me 2. They're like, oh, we'll just send you a video and then you upload it. I said, don't waste my time. Let me know when you're serious.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, how much? I was like, well, I'll do it for $100 each. And they're like, all right, let me talk to my boss about it.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted to send me one. I'm requesting 2 because I could give it to my mom.
Yeah.
But on a normal day, I'll charge. Like there was another brand that wanted me to do like a fireplace. They wanted me to install it and do all this like
it's time consuming
setup. And I was like, I'll do it for $300.
Mm-hmm.
They said no. I was like, all right, well, go sucker someone else. So I think you have to value your time. And it goes back to what I said, right? How much is your time worth to you? Your time should be worth more than $10 an hour.
Yeah.
Or how long does it take you to make that video, upload it, right? So
just
value
open
your
the
time.
box, like
right. Value your time. Charge these brands more, unless it's something that you want, right?
Yeah.
If it's something you want or you can sell, that you can sell, make money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Then you may have a little bit of come down.
That's its own strategy for people who are resellers. They say, oh, I don't care if the product ever sells. I got it and it's worth $500. I sold it on Facebook for $200. I got $200 in my pocket the next day after the review. So like, I see that side of it. But that's not really my approach, because I feel like that's
just value your time.
Yeah.
The other thing is trying to do it all. I think this is where the VA kind of like steps in, and delegation, but it doesn't have to be VA. It could be like just someone that maybe your son, wife, or husband can maybe help you with some of the tasks. Because if you have a job, if you have kids, you have stuff you have to do home. You have to cook dinner.
Even you working out.
Trying to do it all, you're gonna burn yourself out. So you have to really start thinking about like delegating some of these tasks,
right?
Some of the technical stuff that we do on the back end. Something simple as repurposing to YouTube, or doing the career connections cross check. Some simple stuff like this that you can just like push off to someone else that can free up more of your time.
Sweet. So for people who want to make $1,000 a month in the Amazon influencer program, because I feel like that's a pretty decent milestone. When I hit that amount, I was like, okay, I'm start taking this serious. This seems like it could be viable. For people who want to get there, like, what do you kind of say you would recommend for them to start doing exactly what you're talking about, where they're focused more on product acquisition? And like, what do you think someone can expect starting out? If they're starting in 2026, they're playing a different game than even starting.
I would still say review everything around your house, because it's there. It's going to benefit you. One, you'll still make some money from stuff around your house. And you're going to get your reps in. You're going to develop and work on the skill of getting comfortable talking on camera, whether you're showing your face or not, because in the beginning we all suck, right? I know, at least I did. I was like, you're not as like fluid, right? So review everything around your house. Still, I would still say that. go to your parents' house, friends, family, give
Yeah.
you all the stuff there, all the kitchen appliances, small kitchen appliances, sinks, faucets,
Oh, you
shower
know,
doors.
another good place, I meant to tell you this earlier from the Airbnbs, is coffee shops. You
Oh,
buy
interesting.
coffee, you sit down, look around. There's not furniture, like some of them are trendy, like
Interesting. Yeah,
yeah.
see, that's another good point right there. The
So
only thing I
for
want to do is stores. I don't recommend no one doing stores.
no, no, I
Don't
wouldn't do
don't
that.
come in
I
Home
guess
Depot.
coffee shop might be pushing it for some people. To me,
I
that's
mean,
more of like a hanging out kind of area. Like a lot of coffee shops I go to are like weird hipster places where people
yeah.
are like
I mean,
just
if you go
kind of
into the
weird.
restroom, they have like some of the hand dryers, stuff like that,
Oh yeah, yeah.
sinks and stuff like that.
Garbage
But yeah,
can,
garbage cans. But yeah, I mean,
library.
that's a good right. Like now, because now in the beginning, you're not really making anything. So y- if you don't have anything to invest, if you don't want to invest, then I would say then um, one, review everything around your house, friends, families, houses. If you live in a community like I do, you can go to the
Yeah,
clubhouse.
gym.
Um, you know, they have a gym here, so review some of the gym equipment, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, then in conjunction with that, start requesting items from creator connections, but request things that have a sales history, right? It's
Hmm.
very important that because this stuff is going to move the needle, right? Even if it has other influencers on there, I would just start there. Start requesting
Start.
stuff that's
Yeah.
selling. Because
Get
at
in
the
the
very
flow.
least, when your video hits that carousel or that point where the customer watches, at the very
Hmm.
least, the product is selling. And at some point you might get a little bit of a
Yeah.
traction with that video, right?
Yeah. And you're practicing
You're
looking for
practicing. So
products.
you're getting in the beginning, you're getting your reps in, right? And then once start getting a little bit of traction, start making some commissions, then you can start thinking about, really honing in,
Investing.
like narrowing down the criteria, stuff that's selling with no competition. And then you can potentially just start investing in
Yeah.
products.
I still
So
can't believe you made $2,000 off of the one product.
one product, one product. I mean, that was a good product. I do have some products that didn't
Well,
readily launch.
yeah,
And
but I
everything,
mean,
like the campaign I just started. I purchased it. When I uploaded, there was no one there, but now
yeah,
it has a saturated carousel. So
yeah. That's
yeah,
investing, you know? Some
yeah.
of them are going to be big wins. You just want to be consistent.
So the way that we do it is now we use Keepa, right? As
Oh,
Amazon
I
sellers,
love Keepa.
Keepa. There's a method that my BA and we use to source for these products that I don't think no one else is doing. Maybe
Yeah,
they are, but they ain't gonna say how they do it.
right.
So
Like it's proprietary.
I might share it. I don't know. We'll see. Because
Yeah,
this
no.
stuff really does uh
Yeah,
it really saves so much time. And I
yeah.
think if I spill the beans, I think everyone's gonna be doing it. So I
Keep
don't
it
want to give
close
out.
to your chest. I would.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to. Maybe I share with you after the call. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing about networking. I feel it is that is so much of my success has been talking to other people.
Yeah, you know what? That's another good point because at the same time, it gets kind of lonely sometimes doing what we do because we're working remotely and like people around you sometimes can't relate with what you do because
Mm-mm.
you do something completely different from them. So I think like having these interviews and people coming on YouTube and just kind of like hearing different perspective, I think is important
Yeah.
because you need that community, which is good that Oink has a community for
Yeah, like
uh,
Facebook groups, even just
Facebook.
hearing about somebody's like struggle or something, like it's just relatable to me. I'll listen to interviews pretty much all day if I'm like, not filming. I'll listen to different people talk, and a lot of times people are saying the same thing, but it's never bad because it's like sometimes there's a snippet that you get where you're
Yeah,
like,
no,
oh, I
right.
didn't know that.
Right, I know that, right? Yeah, and I learn something new every day. Like when I listen to interviews or when we host interviews, I always learn something new, and it's
Hmm.
goes back to what you're saying. Like there's always you don't know everything, right? And the moment you think you do know everything, there's always another piece of information that you don't know.
Yeah. So, what is your game plan for this year? 2026 just kicked off. What's going to happen for your business in 2026?
Definitely diversify out of Amazon. Still continue to grow it without being so hands on. So it goes back to what I said about delegating a lot of these tasks,
Mm-hmm.
more of these tasks, like maybe editing, and to the point where I just record videos and then that's it. And
That's really the
diverse,
fun part.
right?
Like,
That's right. And then diversifying out of Amazon. So getting into maybe different industry that doesn't require making videos. I don't know yet,
yeah.
but
So you're saying there's room for you to grow into something different,
right,
not
because
so hands-on.
I think because like right now we are the business, right? If we're not creating content, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. And I plan on still doing Amazon influencer as long as Amazon doesn't do anything crazy, right?
Yeah.
I still plan on doing it, and I plan on growing. Like my goal for this year is to hit a 200K year with Amazon.
That'd be so crazy. You have to celebrate somehow if you do that. You need to take your family on a big cruise or something.
Yeah, we'll probably do something fun. But that's my goal for 2026 with Amazon. Still grow it, but not be so hands-on. Be more strategic with the products that I'm reviewing. Meaning what I'm going to be doing, I'm probably going to be spending like maybe $5, maybe not 5, but maybe like $2,000 a month on purchasing product and doing videos for that. So I'm gonna slow down with the Airbnb stuff. Also, I'm not gonna be doing as many, maybe one a month.
Okay. Is that something that you found to just be like time consuming, or why do you?
Yeah, it's time consuming because now what happens is I've done all the Airbnbs in my area over a certain within like a certain radius.
Oh, so now you have to travel.
So now I have to kind of like go into I'm about 45 minutes from the beach. So I have to go into like the beach cities and like Orange
More
County.
expensive.
Not necessarily more expensive. Yeah, more expensive, but it just takes time and then traffic.
Okay.
So I'm still gonna do it, but not at the caliber I was doing it at. And I'm gonna be a little bit even more like refine my search even more. So like for example, I did one last week, or was it this week? I think on Monday I did one. And I look for specific products, right? So I sit there with my Amazon lens, the phone, I zoom in on the photos, and then I take pictures and then see what the lens pops up.
Okay.
I'm very specific with what I look for, right? I like Airbnbs with pools. I know I'm getting off topic here, but
well, that's fun.
Airbnbs with pools, because the pools. So when you're in Airbnb, right? Since we're talking about Airbnbs,
sure, absolutely.
You guys ever stayed at, whoever's listening, is if you're gonna book it for the sole intent to do reviews, right? You want to get as much stuff as you can in one place. Pools are a good way to do it, right? Because you have a pool, then you have the pool equipment. Normally there's like lounge chairs around the pool. There's maybe some umbrellas,
pool pumps,
pool pump. I was gonna say pool pumps, the pool filters, the pool heaters,
chemicals.
Sometimes you find a jacuzzi. So, sometimes those are locked up. They usually locked in the closet.
Hey, this for people who not have a pool who have never thought about all that stuff from their pool.
All that stuff, like the pool heaters, money. There's
the vacuums, the robot vacuums,
saunas, the little golf courses. Sometimes I have like little putting, like for people that like golf.
Oh, okay.
Like the little mini ones on the side houses. Sometimes they have those. Those are on Amazon. Like sheds.
Okay.
Sheds. Yeah, and I've been to so many. I've been like to over 100. So
saunas.
Inside the sauna, there's always obviously the sauna heater that heats it up. And those you can break those up. Sometimes just the rocks are on Amazon themselves. Sometimes a whole device together.
Yeah.
And then you have. So I'm trying to think.
The fridge, microwave.
The fridge. Okay, the fridge itself could be on there, and then if you open up the fridge, it has a water filter in there. Then you have the compartments that are on there by themselves. So depending on if the fridge is on Amazon, likely that you will see all the other
right, like Samsung fridge
replacement parts on Amazon. The range, the stove, the crates on top of I think that's what you call them, the iron crates on top of the stove, the hood range, the subway tile, if it has backsplash, the cabinets, everything inside the cabinets, the pots, pans,
cookware.
the door hinges, the cookware, the microwave glass plate inside the microwave. So this is
Dude,
stuff that people can do in the
yeah.
house, right? Um,
This is good
sometimes
thinking though for
the
people who just
flooring.
you don't think about it when
Yeah,
you
you gotta
start
think about
out.
this: the flooring, the curtains, the curtain rods, the sofas, the area rugs,
Yeah, yeah. Tables.
fireplace, fireplace logs, TVs, the TV stands, the thermostat.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that's a good one. That's one you don't think about.
yeah, the thermostat.
Oh,
That's
smart
actually
lock on the door if they have a smart lock.
yes, yeah, the deadbolt and the smart lock system. When you
Hmm.
walk in,
This is
uh,
fun.
the I like to look for ones that have game rooms. So sometimes the garage will be turned into a game room.
Pool table.
So they have a pool table, they have like a foosball table, little
Yeah.
arcade games, the
Oh
arcade game
yeah.
kind. They'll have like the garage door opener, like the big opener on the
Okay,
top,
like automatic door.
the automatic door, and then they have the button to open it. So that's on there too. Doorknobs, door hinges. Sometimes the
Oh
door
yeah.
itself will be on Amazon, so you can scan the
Hmm.
whole door.
Yeah, because these Airbnb hosts are buying all of this stuff
All the stuff is on Amazon.
from
If it's not,
Amazon.
I mean, but you know when someone bought stuff on Amazon because everything will come up on Amazon.
Yeah,
Um,
everything in the house is like Amazon.
showers, shower doors, vanity, the mirror, the lighting, the ceiling fans,
Oh
the
yeah,
sometimes
ceiling fans are good.
depending what it is, sometimes the whole tub, depending on the tub. Sometimes like the whole insert, the whole tub will be on there.
Hmm.
The shower head, the little shower valve handles, the
I'm gonna go
curtains.
get an Airbnb. I gotta go try this.
Yes,
I've
but
never.
see, like me, like I don't go for that stuff anymore.
Yeah,
I want the big, I want like the stuff that like pool tables.
$20,000 or a
Well, not
thousand.
those are like I want like the pool tables, the furniture, the saunas,
What's some of the more expensive products that you've sold? Like
pool heater.
pool heater.
It was like $100 and some commission when I did sell it.
Yeah, dang, that's so
Uh,
nice.
as you're walking out, sometimes if there's a gate, as you're walking out, I'm sorry, as you're driving in, the gate opens. The gate opener,
Okay,
uh,
heard. Like
the
a gated
automatic gate.
community.
That's money right there.
Okay, the most expensive for me was a mini split unit.
Oh, okay, about $1,000.
So it was 1,400, and then I sold it. It made up 20% of my income this year.
Oh wow,
So
that's
about
good.
$2,000 in commissions
Yeah,
from
that's really good.
a mini
For
split.
me it was
You see those things everywhere too.
for me it
You
was
start paying attention.
yeah, for me. Okay, so for me, it was a product I did at Airbnb. I don't want to share what it is, but it
You
was a
don't
product I
know.
did.
Don't share.
It was a
If
product I
I
did at
hadn't
Airbnb.
already,
It was
if
a
I
$2,000 item,
yeah.
and it has a campaign during Prime
Oh
Day. During Prime Day in October, I think I sold like 4 of them,
yeah.
alongside with everything else. I had a $1,600 day.
Woo! I'll be going out to eat that night.
It was a good day, and even
Yeah.
like the days after that, I had like 800. So,
Yeah.
um,
That's awesome. Well, and
so
that's a good strategy for somebody who's like, well, I live in an apartment and I don't have a lot of stuff, because like if you haven't been out on your own for a while, you don't have that much stuff. But after
go
you
walk
live,
around the neighborhood, you'll see like the doggy little poop stations, right?
mm-hmm,
Those are on Amazon. Like
yeah,
even outdoors, like some of the lights,
landscaping stuff,
landscaping stuff, like if you see
toolbox.
there's so much stuff on Amazon. Like I said, all this stuff I did over the course of the last couple of years. Now, even though I still do Airbnbs, I'm a little bit more strategic now. I look
Yeah,
for stuff that has upper carousels and like no competition if possible.
right.
If
Before you
possible,
book the Airbnb, you go
right
through
before
all
I
the
book it.
photos.
I don't look for like everything to be no competition, and I just need enough.
Yeah,
Like I need enough for it to make sense, right?
right.
But even then, like I still make money from products that are saturated. So, like I said, it goes back to what I said with the carousel. I still like it's hard to sometimes try and pinpoint exactly like if there's 200 people on the carousel,
Yeah.
why is mine still making money like consistently, right?
Right. Because it doesn't look the same to everybody. Mine looks different than yours if we're looking at
Correct.
Amazon.
Correct. So I had a lot of success with the Airbnb method or Airbnb way of doing stuff. But now I think I'm gonna be really narrowing down like my strategy with just product research to get to that next level, right? Without having to be so hands-on on the business. Because like I said, I want to do TikTok shop this year. I'll still do Amazon. I'm still gonna be doing it, right? Obviously, but
TikTok shop really has that potential to just blow up with one
right.
video.
I got a little taste of it during the summer. I think I had like one video that went by. Well, it was a couple of videos, but it was one specific video that went viral, and that video made me probably like close to $5,000 in the span of like 3 days.
How long was the video?
Like a minute, probably.
Wow.
So it's obviously there's a method and like a format to videos.
Yeah.
And if you listen to the interview that I did with Alexa, she talks about product selection. She talks about other things that she looks at. But I got a little taste of it, and I was like, I need more of this. Like this, is fun. Like creating content on TikTok. I don't take my Amazon videos and put them on TikTok because they don't.
Yeah, they wouldn't really
TikTok
make sense.
So 2026, I definitely want to start incorporating more TikTok shop affiliate.
Yeah.
But still, obviously, like manage and oversee like the Amazon side of it. Because I'm still going to be hands-on with it, but not. I'm trying to like have it run.
Yeah.
Without being so
have it not be your baby so much anymore.
Correct. But still scale it. Still grow. Right.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I can interview you again in like 6 months about TikTok shop then.
Hopefully we'll see. I'm really excited about it. I'm not gonna be spending all day on it. I will be incorporating like I will be like obviously maybe creating like 3 videos a day, maybe 4 a day.
Yeah.
Well, in English and Spanish, but we'll see.
Also, you can do both languages. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And that's the thing about if you're bilingual. So if you're doing Amazon influencer and you're bilingual, open up an Amazon Spain account and do your voiceovers in Spanish. The carousels in Spain are wide open. There's nobody on those carousels. So if you can, on my YouTube channel, I have a video where I kind of show how to cross because Oink doesn't have Spain, so you would have to you'll have to check it. There's a way that I do it, and I show in my YouTube video.
Okay.
So if you do Spain, if you speak Spanish, for those of you listening, you can find the ASINs in your storefront that are with Spain. Take those videos, do a Spanish voiceover, right? If you need to read something, ChatGPT, do a voiceover in Spanish, upload it. Because Spain, I think for me this year, Spain is probably gonna be the best. We'll see how it turns out. It's probably gonna be the best performing storefront outside of the US. Because Canada and Spain right now, for me, are doing very well.
Wow. Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate all that you shared because I learned a lot, and I'm sure the people watching have gotten something to think about, something to chew on that they can think about moving forward. So people can find you on your YouTube channel, Built for More. I'll link it in the description. Is there any other places you want to plug while we're here?
YouTube channel is fine. That's where I'm the most active with the interviews and like the videos I post. So I mean, that's where you guys can find me if you guys want to like get more insight on exactly the stuff that I do. I will be uploading more content as I try to find the best way to kind of like break it down for you guys. Yeah. And the interviews that we have some great interviews lined up.
Yeah. And I've watched your interviews and they're really, really good. I mean, I've learned a lot from them and some interesting people too that, it's like you wouldn't hear from them otherwise. They're just kind of like lurking in Facebook.
Yeah. They're out there. I reached out to some and they don't want to come on, which is fine. But the ones that have, they're great and they share tons of great information.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Well, that's
awesome. I appreciate it. And one thing I want to add before we end is, if you're watching this, I sat here and I shared my story, right? From what I did before and I was looking for a lifeline to get out of that environment that I was in. And this program with Amazon has really given me that opportunity to really live the way I want to live and not be tied down to a job. And for everyone that's listening, if that's your goal and that's what you want to do, you want to do Amazon influencer full time in 2025, really focus on the things we talked about, the things that we shared here with the content, the type of content, types of videos. I know you share a lot of information also on your YouTube channel. Take her advice also. She has great information. And don't stop working. Find the time. We're all busy. We all have obligations, but find the time. Work on your craft, on your skill every day. Work on your business every day, and eventually you will get to the point where you want to get. It just takes a little bit of time, and it takes consistency, but you
Yeah.
guys will get there. So I
I
just
love
want to
what
share that.
love what you said about putting in the reps, because it's just like that. Like, you have to keep doing it every day. You're not going to see the results in
Right.
the first week or the first month. It takes time to see results, but
And in the moment that when you feel like giving up, it's when the breakout is like just about to happen. So stay consistent, and your time will come for sure.
awesome. Well, thank you so much for being a guest. I
Thank you,
really,
Bill. I
really.
appreciate it.
All right. Take
Thank you.
care, guys. Bye-bye.